So this next model that I'm going to be showing you guys is a pilot watch from INGERSOLL. It's a 17 jewel mechanical wound limited edition piece on a iron plated stainless steel. Really nice thick pilot strap. You guys know what pilot straps looks like. It comes on a nice iron plated stainless steel buckle that says INGERSOLL right at the top here. The leather is really well stitched, really beautiful white stitching, and it also has this little metal piece that obviously makes it a little stronger of a hold when it's on your wrist. It's got a cool little aircraft at the 3 o'clock. Also, the seconds hand is a wheel that is designed to look like a propeller. So as it's going around, it gives it that propeller look, which is really cool. It's really neat. It's something additional to somebody that's really into flying or was a pilot during a specific time in their life. This is a really great gift for them. This is what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. This is a little bigger of a watch than the previous one that I've reviewed, and it actually feels good. I think it feels nice on my wrist due to the fact that the strap is fairly thick. Now, I didn't give you the model number for this. This is a Chinook IN 3105 BBKW. That is IN 3105 BBKW. It wears really nice. Mechanical wound, so whenever you're ready to use it, you start to rotate the crown. You can adjust the time as well as wind up the spring, and the watch comes alive and you'll be able to use it. The entire watch is black. The dial is black. The hour markers, they're obviously the hours of the day. They're all white, as well as the minute and the hour hand. I believe that the minute and hour hand are definitely loomed, and there's a high probability that all of the numbers on this watch do have loom as well. My personal feel on this watch, I like it. I like it a lot. I like the weight of it. I like how it felt on my wrist. I like the overall simplicity of it. It's simple. There's not too much design to it. It's a simple case with a decent movement, and it's a nice color combination of the black with the brown. It's very cool, very nice. Anybody who's a pilot enthusiast or was in their past years, this is a very cool watch. Check that out. Let's go into an up-close look on this piece. This is that really cool pilot watch that I told you guys about, that it's got the actually the plane right on the dial. It's a really simple watch, really nice, strong, comfortable strap. Look at the 6 o'clock. Look at the seconds wheel going, and it's in the shape of an airplane rotor. I mean, I didn't wind it fully, obviously. It just stopped. It is an automatic watch. On the next ones, I'll make sure that they're moving along way better than this one just did. As you can see, we have the iron plating stainless steel right there. It's a really beautiful watch. Nice loom on those hands. Let's take a look at the strap right there. Wonderful stitching on this really well made strap. When I put it on my wrist, it was really comfortable. Isn't that great? The ion stainless steel plating here with this brown leather strap, it creates a really nice theme to it. It really gives it that old feel, old look on this beautiful modern watch. Alright guys, so once again we're back with another really cool model that when I first got into my hands, I couldn't believe what the dial really looked like. This is the Olzana IN 2713 CR. What a really cool special watch. Wait till you guys see the dial. The dial is another one of those really interesting dials that you don't come across too often. My first opinion of this is wow. It is, how did they make this dial look so cool for such a low price point? It's a moon phase. It's a dual time GMT. It's an automatic. It's got a stainless steel case with a skeletonized dial. You could see everything. Take a look at that. The hour and minute hands on both the entire clock as well as the dual time area and the seconds hand, it's done in blue. On the interior, they're completely in lume. Wait till you guys get a close-up look of this piece. It's incredible. The case is a simple stainless steel. It's got the INGERSOLL signage on the side. Leather strap is really cool. It's like a khaki, but it's like a beige in a color. It's got a stainless steel clasp, deployment clasp, and this is what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. It's actually really comfortable. I feel like any watch that hugs the wrist in the correct way, it gives it that really good feel. That's where it gets its really good feel from. As I kind of wrap it around my wrist, it feels amazing, and every time I look into the dial I get lost in it, because it's not that there's too much going on, but it's so intriguing to see all the different mechanics working, one moving the other to fulfill something, to get the time moving to, you know, what the current time is that you set. It's amazing. The moon phase is awesome. Overall, just everything is so cool. It's got the gold rotor at the bottom, kind of going with the seconds and the automatic movements functioning. How cool is this watch? Comfort level, great. Concept, design, A+, 2 thumbs up. Simple case back. The lume has to be extraordinary on this watch, and I will give you that look to make sure that we all see what it looks like with the lights out. What a cool watch. I love this watch. And if I didn't mention to you guys already, this is the IN 2713 CR. This is a spectacular watch for anybody, for your collection. I mean, this is a collector's piece for sure. You know, if I had 20 watches, if I had 10 watches, 7 watches, whatever it is, and you wanted an elegant piece, this is the elegant piece that I'm looking for. Really, really cool. Let's go ahead and go into that up-close view, and let me show you how spectacular this really looks. Here's that one super incredible looking timepiece that I just spoke about. Just look at this. Look how incredible. Look at the detail of the dial. I'm going to try to bring it in as close as I can for it to stay in focus. The dial in this watch is everything. Look at the detail. Look at the moon phase. Look at the hour hands. Look at the GMT part. Everything is done in blue with lume inside. And just look right here up to 6 o'clock. I love that. I love that so much. You could literally just get lost in this watch, just looking at the dial, watching it come alive, watching it move. It's the beating heart of the watch. Amazing, right? I love that. Nice stainless steel case, INGERSOLL signage on the side. The dial is really cool with that color. I can't even put my finger to it. It goes well with the strap here. It goes real well. I've never actually seen these type of colors, but they're beautiful. They really are. For someone who's into unique watches, who's into skeletonized dials, automatic watches, this is a fantastic pickup for you guys. I said plenty about these watches on my thoughts and opinions on just a minute ago. I just wanted to give you guys a really up close look at what this looks like. Nice little black pearl right there on the crown. I like that. It's a nice little detail. It's all about the detail, guys. You already know that. So we're back with another review, guys. This watch is really interesting. It's almost like something identical to what I showed you guys earlier. The dial, it gives me this look, it gives me this feel of something that we almost went over earlier, but there's a couple of components here that are very different. Now, first of all, this is a Harvard IN 1510RBKM. Okay, this case is done in a rose gold stainless steel plating. It's a multifunctional watch, limited edition. Now we have the days of the week, actually the days of the month at the top right here at the 12 o'clock. We have the days of the week around the 9 o'clock, and we have the months at the 3 o'clock. This bracelet is done in a stainless steel ion plating. Once again, I showed you guys earlier, that's now I recall why it resembles something, because the stainless steel bracelet is that one bracelet that just caught my eye, as well as the feel got my attention. When this wraps around my wrist, it's something that I like. It's something that I would wear daily. The color combination is exactly for me, but a lot of you guys out there do love a good ion plating with, you know, particular style that might represent what you're all about, like a rose gold or a yellow gold. I'm more of a stainless steel guy, even though I had a few rose gold pieces in my day, and I'm actually quite upset that I actually sold them, because the ring that I wear, my wedding ring, originally it's yellow gold, but I had it done in a white, and you know, as it rubs off, I see the yellow, so I kind of like those precious metals sometimes. Overall, this is a again, very unique watch. I mean, let me show you what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. Once again, I know I just did that, but I just wanted to put it on one more time to get a good feel on it. It feels awesome. It really does. It feels awesome, and it looks incredible. Now that I look at it again, I feel like sometimes I have to double take on what I'm doing to get the right feel and the right look of this watch, or any watch in particular, because sometimes I come off on my initial thought isn't as great as after I kind of look at it, feel it a little bit, and get a better feel for it. The dial on this is truly amazing. It's got this like silver on side to side with a black. The hour markers are done in a rose gold. Spectacular. The pushers are beautiful, as well as the crown. The crown has like this like vintage look with like a little black pearl in it. Really cool. On the side here, it actually says limited edition. The feel of this watch is like, it almost feels just right. And just the overall feel, when you kind of shake around a watch like this, you get a good grasp at the quality of the metal that the watch is made out of. And just by holding it in your hand, you really get that understanding that the solid stainless steel, that there's different types of stainless steels on different watches. Like when you buy like one of these replica crap watches, or even like a really low end watch, and you kind of shake them around like this, you hear a lot of light metal kind of hitting against light metal. When you're hitting this around, you feel the only thing that you hear is just like the kind of the links that are, you know, attached. They're kind of going up against each other, but overall, it doesn't have any type of cheap feel. It actually feels really like high quality. I love that open heart. As always, a lot of these models, you know that I've been showing you guys the open heart right at the bottom here. Amazing. Well, let's not wait any further. Let's go right into the up-close view. INGERSOLL Harvard. Beautiful INGERSOLL Harvard with the rose gold plated stainless steel on the ion stainless steel bracelet. Really high quality bracelets, guys. Nice deployment right here. Beautiful case back. Yes, assembled in China, but what are you going to do? You probably don't realize, but majority of your watches are. Don't think twice till you think Invicta has a production line in Hollywood, Florida, or any of the other pieces out there. You know, obviously the parts themselves could be, you know, manufactured in other places around the world, the quality of specific mechanics that go into a watch, but the assembly part, that's a costly part of creating your own brand. And I presume that many watch brands out there are taking advantage of the cheaper labor overseas to make these watches affordable for us. Again, look at the cool pattern right around the 12 o'clock. Let me get in there. Can you see that? Really cool. I love this watch. I love that they incorporate that wheel right there at the 6 o'clock. It does everything for this watch. And this is a multifunctional watch. As you can see, we have the date, the month, and the days of the week. Alright, so for my next beautiful timepiece, I have here the INGERSOLL Nez Perce 1918 RSL. That's IN1918 RSL. Talking about elegance, talking about vintage, talking about skeletonized dials and precious metal plating, rose gold, stainless steel plated, totally skeletonized dial, automatic watch, thin, small, beautiful. It's just simply beautiful. This watch, the way that it's set up with the brown leather and the rose gold clasp, it screams elegance to me. It screams it. When I put it on, you have to break this strap in, but when I put it on, it's for the guy who likes the smaller watch. It's for the guy who wears it with a suit every single day. It's for the everyday wearer at a price point that's affordable. Take a look at what that looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. Is that magnificent? This is another one of those watches I actually did the up close. I did the up close, the shots separate from this one video. I'm actually doing up close shots for this video and talking over them for this specific long video. But I also did each watch's up close video shot on its own, and I remember what this watch looked like on an up close shot. It's magnificent. Wait till you guys see what it looks like up close with all the details that surround the dial, with all the intricate wheels that do this and that, and how they kind of work with one another. It's just fascinating. You take a look at this and it's like a map. It's a map of how does this timepiece work. And the detail that goes into each rotor, each little wheel is just magnificent. The German designers who went ahead and designed all these watches, I give them a thumbs up. Bravo to them for coming up with such great concepts and such great designs for so many people out there to fit their style, their lifestyle and price points, and as well as just being unique on your own on what you wear on your wrist. Wearing a watch isn't just to tell time. You could be rich, you could be poor. You still need to be on time wherever you're going. I find this to be spectacular. It's got this this silver outline in the middle going around the radius of the dial. And it's got this cool little round pattern. I remember seeing a machine do this type of pattern one time when I watched a video of how they make certain dials on high-end pieces. And it's this machine that kind of smooths it out and leaves this awesome trail. Really cool design. I can't wait to give you guys an up-close look. Well, why don't we go ahead and do that and not wait any longer. Let's go ahead right into the up-close shot. Check this piece out. I can't get enough of this one. It's a really slim piece compared to the other ones, but what really caught my eye on this one is just look at the mechanical part of everything. Look at the exposed dial, the skeletonized dial, the rose gold within all these parts, and I love when they just all start moving. Just look at that. As I mentioned to you guys, the really cool outer
berm of the inside of the dial. It's done in that silver, and look at that pattern kind of going all the way around. Really cool. This watch is so cool. Again, a really nice color combination with the a darker leather strap and the rose gold. There was a lot of rose gold in the 16 watch preview. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did. But overall, I'm really happy with all the watches I'm showcasing, especially this one. This is one of my top 5 out of the bunch.
So on this next one, we have something that's been around in the INGERSOLL collection for quite a while. This is the San Bernardino IN 4514 RBK. We looked at something just like this earlier. It was on a stainless steel strap. It was on a stainless steel bracelet. I mentioned to you guys on how the rose tone plated stainless steel casing was set inside of this other case, or is it one case? Actually, it's incredible. The way now that I realize that it is one solid piece on top, and it sits inside the other piece, because you could see right here that the rose gold goes all the way down to the bottom of the case, and then you will notice here the different pattern on how it sits right inside the stainless steel right there. This piece is incredible also. The casing is a rose gold plated stainless steel bottom casing. It's another one of those multifunctional pieces with this actually is way beyond that. This is days of the week, the date, the month, and the year. And it's got this really cool open heart right at the bottom at the 6 o'clock. Amazing. Rose gold, stainless steel plated clasp on a leather strap on black leather. Awesome. I'm holding it tight to my wrist right now, and it feels incredible. It really does. All my opinions here have no bias. I say that I don't like it or it's just not for me, just as much as I say that I really like it. When I really like it, I truthfully really like it, and it's something that I would wear, and it's something that I do recommend for someone that's looking for a watch in this price category, as well as this type of style. You know, this isn't like a sport watch. This isn't a watch that you're going to go play football in. This is an elegant, classic look that is due for I wear an elegant Vacheron Constant, not Vacheron Constantine. A Vacheron Constant, someone that makes like Alpina. That's one of my favorite 2 brands out there that I've actually been wearing for years. Alpina and Frederic Constant. Frederic Constant. They're the same company. The Frederic Constant is super elegant, and I love it. I'm actually going to have to do a review on it now that I think about it. I don't really review anything in my collection. But that's one watch that I wear with jeans. I don't necessarily wear it with a suit to a wedding or whatever formal event that I have. I wear it because I love the way that the super soft, buttery leather strap feels around my wrist, and how gorgeous the dial is. The watch overall is amazing. Also, in my opinion, clasps, the way you take off the watch as well as put it on, means everything to me. It's, you know, I've handled watches that range from $50 all the way up to $75,000. If you guys visit my YouTube channel, you'll notice that I have a luxury showcase area. I don't tailor to that market anymore. I still have deep relationships with people that work in the high-end industry, that work with watches that range from, you know, $10,000 up to $1 million. And I've held and played with some of those watches, and there is obviously a huge difference on the precision, the quality of material, as well as just how things come together, like a clasp that just snaps so softly in and feels incredible around the wrist. The way that it unbuckles when you just press on the two clamps, and it just kind of springs up. I'm actually referring to a Hublot that I've had my hands on many, many times, and the Hublot clasps are One of the best clasps I personally have ever seen, and felt on my wrist and handled the way that they press in, the way that they open, as well as the way that they close. Very, very smooth, just incredible. So I mean, the reason why I started talking about that is because these watches, they feel the same sometimes. These clasps are really great, and the overall feel of this watch is super. Let me give you an up-close shot of this piece. And I'm here bringing you the Ingersoll San Bernardino. Look how cool this dial is. Again, we're looking at, actually this has different lugs on the side than the other one. This is a very different one. The other one might have had these lugs, but they might have been different. I just showcased a watch not too long ago, maybe 2 to 3 watches ago, and it had the same thing. I love that crown. I love the pushers that they actually have the same pattern as that crown. How cool is that? Again, another stainless steel and rose gold. Open heart right there at the 6 o'clock. Multifunctional Ingersoll watch on a leather strap. Don't you just love that they're all automatics? It's a pain in the butt sometimes if you don't have a good winder and you have a lot of automatics. But I actually have, I think maybe like 4 automatic watches. I have several mechanical wound, and I have no problem adjusting them to the time as soon as I put them on my wrist, even though I rarely keep mine on a winder. So for our next piece right here, I have another really cool special Ingersoll Lawrence, an Ingersoll Lawrence, an IN 3218BK GMT watch, automatic. It's a pilot watch. In my opinion, it's a pilot watch. On this GMT watch, it actually has a second, it's got the second hand GMT, really big red hand, really cool. It's got 2 subdials. Let's see here. This brings back this is really nice. It feels so solid. Really, really solid. Also, okay, so this is a pilot watch. As you can see here, it's like a tachymeter, or technically it's like a rotating bezel that's actually done by this crown right here. So when you move it around, I don't know if you could see this. Let me hide behind the watch. Can you see the inside of that dial moving? The outer rim of the dial moving? Really cool. The strap is another one of those thick pilot straps with really nice stitching on it. It's got a 2 pushers right here that work the 2 subdials right there. Really cool little, little red kind of, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's really cool. I like the red. I like different color combinations like this. Simple watch where it has a stainless steel case with a nice looking strap, and it's just got this awesome random red button right here that that operates one of the subdials. It's neat. It's neat. What more can you ask for on a cool watch? Again, we don't only buy watches all the time. We want them to look cool on our wrists. We want them to feel good. And boy, wow, with all of these pushers on one side and that one crown on the top, it actually feels great. I thought it's gonna dig into my wrist. Again, this strap feels really, really comfortable. I applaud them for the quality of that strap. I love the color combination also. It's got that vintage look. It's got that older look with these kind of like, it's not a champagne, it's like a beige. It's like a light khaki. And the GMT hand at the top, it's got loom ability into it. The hour and minute hand inside, it's got double looms section. And the seconds hand's got loom on it too. Very cool. This is an automatic piece. Really nice. Really, really, really nice piece. They have so many different variations, and the more and more I look at them closely, they're growing on me more and more. Even though I've loved the brand for a long time, and I'm looking over here for a couple of pieces that we have upcoming. There's like 4 pieces that are just like ridiculous. One of the pieces is just like out of this world that I don't know why it's not in my collection, but I can't wait to show you guys. But for this GMT piece right here, let's go ahead and go into the up close view. I kind of want to give you a shot of what it looks like from my eyes and give you that really close look at the details. Let's go ahead and do that.
This is that really great Ingersoll GMT. It's got that very pilot feel, pilot look. It's got this cool kind of extreme red pusher. It's a great watch. Really cool. I also noted to you guys that when you actually rotate this crown right here, that the inner bezel moves. Check that out. Isn't that nice? The case is really nice and strong. I like the signage on the side. Again, another automatic piece. This strap is, again, one of those thicker, nicely stitched straps. I really had a good feel around my wrist when I had it on. I like this watch. It's got a lot of class. Almost like I'm also getting a racing feel from it. A lot of times when they have like a red pusher like that, it's like very racing themed. Car enthusiasts. It's cool, right?
Alright, so our next piece right here is the Ingersoll Butterfield IN 1828 RBL. The more and more I read these model names, it's just so funny. Sometimes I'm wondering, where do they get these names from? They're kind of funny. Obviously they stand for something, whoever created these styles, but sometimes they're hilarious. Like Ingersoll Butterfield, it's kind of funny. What am I going to say about this watch? What do I think about this watch? Again, elegance. As I said in the beginning, classic, elegant, vintage look. I mean, take a look at this piece. It says, it's got elegance written all over it. I got a 7.5-inch wrist. Let me show you real quick what this piece feels like. The strap, even though they're all the same, I'm not a huge fan on when the case has these prolonged hands coming down from the case, like they're like extended, and then the bracelet, I mean the strap goes on it. I'm not a huge, it says Chrono Swiss to me. If you guys are familiar with the Chrono Swiss brand, I mean obviously so many watches, thousands and thousands of brands, they all kind of copy each other, they all look alike. That's why it's all about the dial. It's all about the dial, not the shape of the casing. I mean, it's really important in both cases, but overall, what you're looking at the face is really important. I'm not a huge fan of these two things kind of coming at it. For whatever reason, it gives me this, just rubs me wrong, even though this is a beautiful watch. I mean, I'm going to say great things about it, but those are one of the cons that I have. That's just something that I'm not loving about this particular watch, but it's every watch that kind of comes off like this. Take a look at Chrono Swiss. If you have the ability, Google Chrono Swiss and you'll know what I'm talking about. But a lot of brands out there do the same thing. The feel feels good. The strap is nice, just like the remainder of the straps. It's got a really cool crown on it. Again, the vintage looking crown. It's kind of got this like really nice pattern to it. This bezel has that same pattern as the crown does. If you could see that, and I'll show you obviously in a few seconds what it looks like up close. It's an automatic piece. Rose gold clasp, nice brown leather strap. Overall, it's really nice. It says automatic right in the middle. German design, Ingersoll. It's regular branding, Ingersoll, and the established date right here on the side. And this is also another multifunctional. It's got the months, the days, and the date. Really nice. Let me see how it feels. It's got a nice heavy feel to it. A lot of times you could change the feel and look of the watch just by getting a new strap for yourself if that's what you're into. And a different color can be a total game changer for the entire watch and what it looks like on your wrist. Let's go ahead and go into the up close view.
Here's the Butterfield. Money can't always buy elegance, guys. This is a really well priced piece, and look at it. I wasn't too happy about these two prongs on the way that they fell down on that strap, but for whatever reason, I actually just kind of liked it the way that it looked. The way that it winked at me, I kind of liked it. Look at the really cool pattern around the bezel. Overall, very nice vintagey classic look all throughout the entire dial, as well as even the pushers and the crown. Look at that really cool circular crown with an incredible pattern. Really nice. Brown leather strap. Multifunctional. Days of the week, date, months.
Alright guys, so we're almost at the end. After this piece, only 3 more to go. This is that one piece that I was telling you that it's going to wow you. And it wowed me when I saw it. This is the Boonville IN 2705WH. Automatic, stainless steel, rotary exposed wheel, automatic movement, moon phase, dual time GMT on a black leather with a stainless steel clasp. Take a look at that. Wait till you get an up-close look at this piece. There's like 1 or 2 really decent videos on YouTube regarding this piece, but I feel like they should have taken a little more time and to really show the detail and give their point of view on this one model. My opinion on this is highly recommended. 4 thumbs up. Buy it as soon as you can. It's an incredible gift. It's an incredible piece for your collection. If you don't already own it, Google it, find it. INGERSOLL IN 2705WH. I've been selling watches for a very long time. A very long time. I started doing this about 10 years ago. And I was in the high-end game. Around that time is when people, the economy started turning, and a lot of people weren't buying high-end products. High-end watches, that is. The lawyers, the financiers, the whoever, the Wall Street guys. So I decided to modify what I would be selling. So I tailor to the regular Joe. I tailor to people that are looking to buy an affordable product for a good price that's reliable and that'll allow them to go out in style. Okay? And I'm not even sure why I started telling you that. But I think it's because I'm doing 16 watch review in one big shot. But I love this watch. I love this watch. When I first, and did I mention this is a moon phase also? I mean, again, can you just take a look at what that looks like on the inside? I can't wait to give you an up close view. When I did an up close view for this piece earlier, it was incredible. The detail is amazing. Wearing this on my wrist, I feel like it's a $4,500 watch. The detail, I mean, if it was a little heavier, you could say it was a $5,500 watch, and you know, if you market it correctly and put maybe a few additional components in here. But the look and feel is giving me that high-end luxury feel and look. 7.5-inch wrist. Just take a look at that. Is that beautiful or what? This has also been on the INGERSOLL lineup for quite a while. And it's always done so well. My opinion is so high on this watch. I love the way it looks. I love everything about it. There's nothing wrong with it. In a perfect world, this is the watch that everybody would wear. It's funny to say. I'm just going to stop talking about this now and just go on, go into an up-close shot, because that's really where that's the money shot. That's what I want you guys to see. Let's go right into that.
So here's one of my favorites. This another one almost has a slight resemblance, but the skeletonized with the blue, with the stainless steel and the white dial. This, I'm going to use the word majestic. If you guys agree with that, give me a thumbs up. It's majestic. I mean, I'm getting lost in it. Look how cool that wheel looks. Look at that. I'm just going to keep it there for a second so you guys could just scope out what's really going on in the entire dial. I love this design. I love the way this actual particular model fit around my wrist.
So we're in the home stretch, guys. Here's another really cool watch from INGERSOLL. This is the Montgomery IN 4505 RBK. Really, off the bat, really different, really interesting, super multifunctional, fairly heavy, decently heavy. It has a good weight to it. I already don't love the way that the straps are kind of inside of the case. Actually, I don't even know how you would change this strap unless these two lugs connect to something that actually holds it into place. One of these days I'm going to have to do a video of just disassembling one of these things or just dropping it on the floor and seeing the durability. Definitely doing that with Invicta very soon, so stay tuned for that. It's got pushers on. Okay, this pusher right here is the days of the week. This pusher is the years. This pusher right here is the days of the month. This pusher right here is the actual months. So super multifunctional, open heart right at the bottom at the 6. It's a complete rose gold stainless steel plated case with a different inlay. I mean, I don't even know what the right wording for this. It's got that stainless steel part. Just look at it. You see this stainless steel right here, and how this entire case section just sits on top. It's so cool. Look at that. That's the front of the watch. Really nice, high detailed, nice case back exposure to the automatic. Really nice strap. This strap actually feels a little more comfortable than some of the several other straps that I just wore. It comes on a deployment clasp. Feels really nice. I just put it on. I actually wasn't sure of how that bottom of the case back was going to feel. It's got a really unique look to it, a really interesting shape. It's like wide, but it's rounded off really well right at the bottom. When I put it up against my wrist, it actually feels really nice. What is that? How does that look, guys? 7.5-inch wrist. Check that out. Is that amazing or what? I bet you I'm opening your guys' eyes to this whole new brand. I feel like INGERSOLL, though they don't market heavily online, it's a brand that people don't really know a lot about. And I want it to be my job, though the fact that I sell this brand, I want to, open people's eyes and their minds to new brands. It's great trying new brands for additions to your collection. I mean, the people that I'm tailoring to, Watch and Time, all those old school watch geeks that are now on different forums, the YouTube people who are consistently seeking great watch reviews. You guys are the guys that have been buying from Unique Mechanics for God knows how many years. I've been an authorized Invicta dealer for about 7+ years, doing big things with them, and a lot of times those are the guys that really stick to Invicta, but also those guys that I sometimes speak to, they have 200 watches in their home. And a large variety of them are Invicta, and they also kind of go a different route because some of them, they have the ability to obtain high-end pieces. They have Rolexes or Audemars or even higher end than that. But the INGERSOLL line is something that we all need to open our eyes and try out because it's fascinating how beautiful this watch is at the same price point that we've been spending on watches for a very long time. And I'm just shining light on this brand because it needs the attention and it deserves the recognition that it should get. Because the overall design, the feel, and the price points, it's what we're looking for. It's what you guys are looking for as gifts or just to put into your own collection and for a daily watch. Look at that piece. Let's go ahead and go into the up-close view of this watch.
Here's the INGERSOLL Montgomery. This has also been in the INGERSOLL collection for quite a long time. Just let me give you a quick up-close shot. Beautiful open heart right there at the 6 o'clock, multifunctional. I would call this, I don't even know what you call it. Is it super multifunctional? Is it annual calendar? I mean, you have the day, you have the year, the month, the days of the week, and the days of the month. And all these pushers control all of those different variations of things. Really nice soft pushers too. Really comfortable. Have a really nice feel to them. I wasn't a huge fan of how this bracelet actually went inside. I'm almost convinced that once you unscrew this part right here, this becomes more accessible to change the strap the way that you want to change it. I also wasn't so into how this case back was set up, but once again I proved myself wrong, because as soon as I put it on my wrist, it was actually really comfortable. I should have wound this up a little more before I shot the video. Another gorgeous piece.
Here's another really interesting piece that has a lot of high-end resemblance. This is the Connecticut IN 1222 RGBL INGERSOLL automatic rose gold plated stainless steel with a beautiful blue dial as well as a beautiful blue alligator print leather strap. It has a rose gold plated clasp on it, deployment clasp. This is another one of those limited edition pieces. Another multifunctional open heart at the 6 o'clock. We have the days of the week. We have the, let's see here what that is. Okay, so we have the days of the week and the date. Really cool. Wow, that's, the dial on this has a really interesting design overall flow throughout the entire dial. I don't know what it's called, but I've seen it many times. I wish I knew exactly the design. That's this radiance. I don't even know what it's called. It's kind of these like ridges all throughout the entire dial. Wait till I give you guys an up close look. But take a look at that. How cool is that? Can you guys see that? This is actually a bigger watch. I might consider this in the oversized category. But what an incredible feel. I'm not huge on blue leather straps, and I probably would never wear one. But there's plenty of you that love a blue leather strap. There's plenty of you that love the color blue. You might be wearing this with something specific that the color blue looks nice with. The rose gold casing with the blue dial looks spectacular. Just take a look what that looks like. The lighting has changed, so hopefully we're getting really good light on this one piece. It's got a lot of different functionality here. Let me see what this is about. Okay, this button right here changes the date at the 12 o'clock. Okay, that changes this right here, which is a sub dial. Really cool. Really nice signage right here on the right. Really beautiful two pushers right here on the side of the watch with the INGERSOLL branding right there. The crown has just an eye for INGERSOLL right here. This makes a little bit of a noise. I'm not really fond of that, but overall, style, functionality, and uniqueness. Wow. You gotta see as the second hand rolls through, and especially as it's passing that open heart rotor. It's incredible. It's beautiful. I mean, it's something that you like see in like a movie or like a really high-end video, really up close, as like it's like ticking right across over that open heart. I'm going to show you guys on the up close view of what that looks like. Let's go ahead and go right into that.
take a look at the up-close beauty of this watch. The rose gold casing with the blue leather strap and that blue dial is awesome. Two beautiful pushers right there on the side, INGERSOLL signage. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut for 1 second, just let you guys enjoy the detail of this dial.
Alright guys, so we are down to the final watch. This here is the Okeys, INGERSOLL Okeys IN4511 RSL. My first opinion, first look is I love it right off the back. Super vintagey, incredible color. The color combination of a rose gold stainless steel plated with a really glossy silver dial, open heart, multifunctional with the year, the month, the days of the week. It's so beautiful. And the days of the week and the date. It's beautiful. I mean, wait till you guys get a close look of this piece. It screams, another one that screams vintagey and modern all in the same twist. Look at that. Just take a look at that. Look what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. I swear to you, wearing my suit, this is what I want to be wearing. How nice is that? I feel like I should have worn a tux for this entire video, or at least a bow tie with a t-shirt. All of these watches have that open heart right at the 6 o'clock. I feel like they make the watch. That little small addition really brings a high-end perspective to all the models. It's those little details that really showcase what you're wearing on your wrist. It's a conversational piece, and it's an eye-opener for a lot of other people. They say, wow, what is that little rotator? What does it do? You know, is there any specific functionality to it on the watch? It just looks cool. It's not a tourbillon, but it just looks cool. Regular signage all around the watch. Obviously the eye on the crown, INGERSOLL branding on the side here. This watch, I mean, the dial is awesome. Look up close, look at this dial. It's got these little specks, these little lines going across the entire dial. So cool.
INGERSOLL Okeys right here, IN4511 RSL. I love this watch. This is, you know, that dial is so vintage looking. It's so fantastic. I could just see somebody wearing this specific piece with like a nice gray, you know, a dark silvery suit. This would be amazing. Rose gold, stainless steel plated, open heart. We also, on this one, we have the year, the month, days of the week, as well as the date.
Well, I'm going to put this piece down, and I'm going to say this. INGERSOLL is an incredible brand. We sell them at Unique Mechanics, so make sure you contact me if you're interested in anything that you see online. I want to say thank you guys for sitting around. If you made it this far, this might have been the longest video I've ever made. And it's really hard to make a video like this, especially with 16 different watches. I've only made a video with, I think, a combination of a mixed match of 4 or 5 Invicta watches in one video. This is a really long video. If you found this video interesting, did you like the video? Give me a thumbs up. If you like what you saw, if you like the way that we review watches, make sure you subscribe to our channel. around this window right here, at the bottom right there, there's a small icon that says subscribe. Click that icon. If you're part of YouTube or however you connect to us, make sure you subscribe to get the regular updates on when we post videos. It's not always that we post such a long video. I might never post a long video of this again. But one of my highest viewed videos is actually an INGERSOLL video that I posted like 3 years ago. I appreciate all you guys watching the videos. I appreciate, give me some comments. Write down what models that you currently are wearing on your wrist. Do you own an INGERSOLL? Are you interested in INGERSOLL? Don't leave me comments like this is a piece of junk or this and that. Leave those comments to yourself. This is a forum to allow people to enjoy seeing the different brands that are available all throughout the world. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of different brands. These are some of the brands that I feel are the best price points for basically the best bang for your buck. I like to showcase unique, interesting watches. So if you found any of these watches cool, did you like any of these watches? Again, give me the thumbs up, leave me a comment, and we'll see you next time.